Hello, everybody. Um, I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2 lately, and I've seen a lot of interesting things, so I figured I'd want to share some of that with y'all too. But I want y'all to keep in mind this is post commentary, not while I'm playing. So, in a way, I'm kind of watching this with you guys. I really hope the microphone isn't picking up the noise in my headphones. That would be tragic. Turn that down. Did I just hit that random rabbit? I didn't even see what happened. I was messing with my speakers. Now, I think this house that I find here, I think this might be that herb guy's house. The guy that you can run into every once in a while that gives you the to the ends of the earth mission. And I think this might be his house. I'm not for sure. But you see a lot of herbs and stuff like that in here, so I suspect it's his. I don't think it really says one way or the other. And I've already been here too. And yeah, if people like this, I might, consider at some point doing a 100% playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. Played through the story and everything. Because, as you can see, I've already beaten the story in this playthrough, so. And I had an amazing time. It was an awesome game, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Come on, fella.
And it was really cool to be able to play as John again because, I'd beaten Red Dead Redemption 1 back in the day. One of my favorite games of all time. And still is. But, in terms of gameplay, the open world gameplay, I would say that definitely Red Dead Redemption 2 is better. At least in my mind. And I just love the simulation aspects of the game and all the different things you can do. I really think they took it a step up. And I feel more like Red Dead Redemption 2 is where the series really came into its own, and it wasn't just, Grand Theft Cowboy anymore. Not that it was to begin with, but when you look at Red Dead Redemption 1 compared to, say, Grand Theft Auto 4, which was the game at the time, now, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 4, but from what I noticed, it didn't seem a whole lot different.
Easy now.
But 2 definitely, seems different when you're looking at it compared to, say, 5, the recent Grand Theft Auto game that came out. Or the most recent game.
Whoa.
And I'm glad they carried over the first-person gameplay into Red Dead Redemption 2, because it's really cool to look at the different weapons and stuff that you can get. Oh, and speaking of which, later I'll be practicing, quick draw and stuff like that. Where there's videos that I've recorded of me practicing quick draw, so y'all might enjoy that. And I mean, actual quick draw. So I don't play with aim assist.
Okay,
So
Missy.
I can just get the dot on the target and shoot. I've been practicing a whole lot, and I think that would be fun to show. Yeah, and I'm trying to like, I know there's a donkey somewhere in this world at a house somewhere, so I'm just picking houses that I haven't been to yet and then trying to find this damn donkey. But as of yet, I have had no luck. Yeah, and for the most part, I don't use fast travel either. I ride pretty much everywhere I go. Only on a few occasions will I use fast travel. But really, I prefer to ride from place to place. There's just something about it that I find relaxing. This game is just so, beautiful, really. Really love to see it on PC. This is PS4 gameplay, and even on the PS4, a last-gen console, it looks
Doing okay, girl.
pretty beautiful, I think. So seeing it on PC with like ultra settings, graphics turned up as high as possible, I would love to see that. I'd need to get my computer upgraded to do that, though, probably. But until then, I'll be playing a RDR2 on PS4. Yeah, a lot of really cool details in this game. And as far as I'm aware, too, like, the stars in that sky are accurate to, like, the real world sky. Which is pretty damn cool. There's a lot of awesome simulator aspects to this game that I really appreciate. But me, yeah, I've always been a sucker for simulations. And I hope if Rockstar makes a Red Dead Redemption 3 that they expand upon the simulation aspects that have come up so far. I really do. John something to eat. And I've been trying lately to, like, feed myself more, feed John more, but he's always underweight. I can't get him to, like, gain weight. So I don't know, maybe if I routinely feed him after a while, he'll start to, like, fill out a bit, and he won't look like a stick. What is this, Valentine? I hardly ever go through Valentine. Like, it just seems like a town that I barely see anything of. And you would think it would be like the type of town you pass through all the time, kind of like how Armadillo was in Red Dead Redemption 1, but no. Not for me, at least. I barely ever see it.
Easy there. Calm down, girl. We're getting there, ain't we?
I really like spending time up in the Grizzlies too, in the snowy area. But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot to do there though. But it's not I like snowy places. I just like looking at them, for one. And for two, it's pretty isolated up in the Grizzlies. Like, you don't hardly see any other people. It's just you and nature. And when it comes to this game, I prefer nature to being in town. And that is a cool detail too, the steam rising off of the horse in the cold after it's run a lot. Very cool. And there's my horse Neville. I have 3 different horses and I can get one more, but I'm saving that last slot for this donkey that I can get. I don't even know if I'll even be able to officially make him a mount of mine. I just know I can find a donkey somewhere with a saddle. And this was strange too. I wonder what happened here. Like, because you find a letter from these boys' mother, you know, saying that she's going to look for some men to get her money back. But I'm guessing she never came back, and maybe those men killed the boys. I don't know. Yeah, it says, I've gone to track down those men and get our money back. The door's locked and the windows are boarded shut. Promise me you won't answer to nobody who comes calling, even if you think you know them. There's enough food and water for 4 days or more, but I should be home by tomorrow night at the latest. Practice your reading and writing for me. All my love, Mama. Either way, very strange. I swear I find largemouth bass cards all the damn time now. And see, there's that purple shit spilled over there on that crate. Don't know if y'all saw that. And just, I don't know. What happened? Did they get shot? I need to look at this, like, closely again. Well, you can see blood on the floor. And a cleaver and a knife. And all the food is gone too, so. And blood is like leading from that bed, which I'm assuming is their mother's bed. Very hard to piece together what happened here. Now, I saw some light coming in from one of those windows, so I guess it's possible that if somebody broke in here, they broke in through that window. I didn't look real closely, though. But it's a weird scene. Anyways, and then we skip ahead after a lot of writing. And I ended up coming upon a ghost town. I was wiped out by some kind of sickness. And it's really cool because you can almost see what happened here. And you can piece together the story of this place just from what you see in the environment. It shows and it doesn't tell, which is something I really enjoy. Yeah, because it says on the door, ill with sin, and then on the left, I believe that says unclean sinners. And the houses are boarded up. Honestly, this place should be burned down. Whatever happened here, this place needs to be lit up. Yeah, and you can't go inside any of the buildings. But that's probably a good thing. Yeah, and I tried to find a way in. Yeah, and you see the church right in the center of this town. So Religion must have been pretty important to this little community. Man. I sure do miss Arthur's drawings. He's so much better than John. So what I'll need to do next time if I do a 100% playthrough on this on PC, try to get every single drawing I can as Arthur, or as many as I can as Arthur. And I think that's really cool too, though, that they even bothered to make two different kinds of drawing styles for Arthur and John. The fact that they both draw just in general. So yeah, Pleasance, I guess that was the town's name. Yeah, and you can see on the barn, it says "Stay out, plague." But again, you can't go in there. But you can find a cigarette card here. And I still have not found a full set of cigarette cards either. Like, literally not a single full set. But part of that probably has to do with my playstyle, because when I play through games like this, I tend to take it very slow. So, for me, that's just the most enjoyable way to play.
Okay, boy. You good?
Curious either way. You can almost see this town looking like Armadillo. the way it is right now. I wonder what exactly it was that ravaged this little town. Find some revolver cartridges. Yeah, still can't find that donkey though. No donkey, so we move on. I had another horse with me earlier too. I think I sold that though. And that's usually what I end up doing if there's a horse around after I've killed some dudes. I'll take them and I'll ride them around for a while and try to get them up to like a level 4 bond and then sell them to the horse fence. And you can also use them for like extra storage.
Easy. Now.
And we see a perfect crow. I'm gonna try to get that with a bow. Nice. And then just put the whole damn thing in a bag. That is a pretty bird. A great blue heron. For real.
Whoa. Easy.
Yeah, and I tried to come out here into this swamp and see if I could find any night folk. I don't know if they're even around during John's era, though. If they're only around in 1899. I haven't seen any in 1907 yet.
Head up.
So, and I tried to rest here too, see if anything would happen. And later I'm gonna try more. By the way, I don't want any spoilers for like anything that happens during free roam in the comments. So I want to try to keep the free roam experience as fresh as I can. I have had a few things spoiled for me, but hopefully we can keep that to a minimum. I wondered what would happen if I set down camp right next to that gator. Well, we just ended up going somewhere else. I wonder how the game decides, like, where your camp is gonna be. Because obviously there's, like, designated spots for that kind of thing. But yeah, we sit down at camp and we make some things for a while. I cook all my meat and just craft as much as I possibly can. And no encounters with the night folk or any strange swamp people. But we will do more of that in the future. And if you're gonna put and by the way, this is something I learned. There might be something better to do, but I think if you're gonna put spices like oregano, thyme, and mint, if you're gonna put them on anything, put them on big game meat, because they'll give you gold cores. But the other types of meat don't. I don't. Well, there might be some other types of meat that give you gold cores if you spice them, but I don't know for sure. But anyways, yeah, and we're about to rest. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it.